Now listen carefully, huh? What do you mean by philosophical? Philosophical means calm and unflinching attitude with wisdom. So we know that philosophy of life. So you have wisdom, you have understanding of the life, and you calmly accept with any of the unflinching attitude whatever comes to your life. That is the philosophical attitude. Then comes the word oxymoron. Now, oxymoron is the figure of speech. Oxymoron is just a figure of speech. See, in figure of speech, you can see personification, metaphor, irony, and many more. Out of that, oxymoron is one of that. Huh? And in oxymoron, we can see the contradictory terms coming together. So when you see the contradictory terms coming together, you can see we often use the words like that. As we say, the word, it's a jumbo shrimp. Jumbo means huge, big, and shrimp means very small. So how we are describing shrimp is an insect, and now we use jumbo shrimp. It's a small one, which we call prawn. Like that, a small one is shrimp, and there we are calling it jumbo shrimp. We are trying to make others understand that among the shrimps, it is the biggest one. So it's a jumbo shrimp. So we are using two opposite words, contradictory words together. So it is oxymoron. It is an example of oxymoron. Now next you can see the example, cruel kindness. Once you show the cruelty, where comes the kindness? But here it is a cruel kindness. So you are showing kindness, but that kindness is a sort of cruelty which is not acceptable. Then we see the word falsely true, false true. Jhoot ka sach mano, false true. We often say, yeah, you are pretending to be something and asking the other person to accept it as a true one. So it's falsely true. It is also oxymoron. We say the person is living with death. If a person is studying death, studying more about death, trying to know why the death comes, and when the death comes, what happens, what are the stages of the death, do the human beings understand the steps of the death? When death comes, can we understand? Are there any clues? As there are clues. One who studies about death, they says that the death, before death, a typical smell comes in the body, which is not acceptable. Sometimes before death, people can see Yamraj or some tunnels which shows the way the person is going to through the next time. So these are studied by a person. So when a person is studying and living with it, thinking of it many times a day, so we say that the person is living with death. So living with death, how can it be? Death means over. So if it is over, how can you live with that? But living with death, it's a saying. And here it is also an oxymoron. We can see oxymoron in faith the unfaithful ones. One who is unfaithful, भरोसेमंद नहीं है, not trustworthy. So how can you have faith on them? Can be. But it is said, faith the unfaithful ones. If someone is not paying you your debt, you owe some debt and you are supposed to get that money and a person is not paying. But you have to faith that unfaithful one. Then only you will receive. So faith unfaithful is also oxymoron. So there are many things we need to understand. As I was talking about skeptical is the word for doubtful. In Hindi what do you say? संशयवादी. संशय होगा, doubt होगा. So that is skeptical. So if you have doubt in something or somebody, you try to be skeptical. So first of all, you have to understand the value of the words, the meaning of the words. Then only you can understand the paragraph where it is used. So read thoroughly, understand thoroughly to go through the depth of the sentences of English.